is required. Baiting a Poppy here, actually, currently, which would be potentially quite good here into a fair number of the dashes.
Okay, and it is snap engaging. You can go for Remus. And so many teams like that. The LEC is having a similar problem right now. Dragon is being started, and it might actually get contested here.
Oh, yeah.
Shin's here in time.
Weaver's Wall comes on in. Headbutt pulverized. Light now potentially in danger. Has to flash over the wall before the trample can proc, and that just means it's Dragon to JDG. Good counter engage. The retake of the pit is solid, and they'll take the Dragon with it. Counter-Strike could use a thing or two about that one.
Yeah, trying to retake the pit. Weibo cannot. They should have brought themselves a better defuse kit. Xiaohu brought himself the travel size elixir of Wrath pretty much, so he's got some extra AP right now. Does he want the Shockwave Scout on the way back to lane? Shockwave Scout back to lane. I'm in the Sean Connery Scout. Scout just walked back on the Trillia, back into his mid lane. Sean is getting engaged on in the jungle.
Got a license to kill as he tries to flash away, and they keep on playing as Joel with the headbutt back towards the team. Chris will heal himself. I don't quite know where he's going aside from being burned to his namesake. Between Worlds comes it out. Heroic charge away. Hang on. They've got to keep flashing. He just gets to walk a little bit longer until the threaded volley is directed correctly.
And it really doesn't help that Xiao shit. But seriously fallen off in a lot of ways. Grub's now started by JDG. Holding position. Weibo again. They don't have the best ways to start fights. They can contest space pretty well with that shockwave. You see one grub go away, and they'll likely take the two others.
Also, you're chatting about Scout falling off. Another player we were having those conversations about not so long ago was Chovy. There was a point last summer when we were saying, this is it, he's done. He's not going to be playing again. He was playing so poorly, and now on Weibo, again, I don't think he's at world-beating form. He's not best mid in the league in the most Weibo fashion possible, and then just went at absolutely giga into the finals, which was wonderful. Shockwave, Scout. Potentially in danger here, has to try and bide his time as the seismic shove his side away from. As a flash over the wall, and Shun with a wonderful counterpunch. The ambush predator is the deadliest.
Well, Sam, you were saying JDG, they were just a little bland, a little boring yesterday when they faced up against Weibo.
I was thinking about it, went, no. I also want to know, on that Poppy skin, the animations for the hair braids bobbling around is very good. I really enjoy that.
Yeah. Also worth noting yesterday is Tien reaches his 700th game.
Congratulations.
A world champion, an LPL champion, very much a veteran face of the LPL now, 700 games. And yesterday, from what I was hearing, this guy was the face of that series, really. Regular season 10 was activated.
Yeah, he had a really good showing. He had some very good moments. That light as well was pretty solid. Time on the top side. Trying to buy some time is Xiao Shu, but unfortunately for them, there's a few too many needles, and the Ignite will do its work.
Weibo, they managed to find a play with the Poppy to give up the Dragon for this. 2 dragons over to JDG with some gold towards Breathe, who, hang on a second, Shin, can you get there in time? Xiaohu a little far away. No, can't quite make the play there. Maybe you did need the flash for that play, I suppose. Well, how's the ult?
Heal, temper, pulverize, timed into the killer instinct. Very nice combo.
Clean stuff. We were saying, oh, well, maybe they needed the flash for Shin to ult. No, they don't. Xiaohu overstays a little too long in that side lane, and despite trying to run all the way back to base, Gore finds the play. Xiaohu goes down, and Weibo end up trading, I suppose, 1-for-1. Has Shin coming out of the brush.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Poppy's just been spotted by Duo. Scout will flash, got a phase rush. He's maybe saved. Flash for the Chong, can't quite get the kill until the snips come on through, but now Breathe trapped under the turret. Will be going 1-for-1.
1-for-1. I don't even... Was that a shutdown? I'm not sure. 2-1-2. Potentially it was actually for Scout there, being so far ahead. Breathe now 700 gold ahead of Xiao Shu. Is going to be losing some farming time, though, because he died. Fantastic. That pays good damage on, so great pillar.
Pillar is wonderful. The barrier comes on down. Actually, now they get to walk towards this turret in mid. They've got a couple grubs, but Shun, the 1v3 is scary enough to get value there. Xiaohu turns up top side, didn't end up burning the shockwave bot side because, of course, he went down and just finds a solo kill.
Damn, good solo kill. I wonder whether JDG thought that the shockwave was on cooldown because the animation started, but obviously it doesn't count as going on cooldown.
Only about 800 or so gold towards Weibo, towards JDG, so very playable gold difference. Tien's got the ball on top of them. Finding out the help.
There they are. Is it going to be a teleport for Xiaohu? No. They don't have their Aurora to bring to the play. Technically means this could be a 5v4 if Breathe wanders his way over. JDG, they leash the Herald and don't get that much done with it. Breathe has been hitting mid lane turret with 2 grubs. Of course, the Gwen E. And he's just going to take first turret in mid lane.
Yeah.
JDG, that's a bad objective setup. They walk towards the Herald.
will pull away from that one before it goes wrong this time around.
Especially because Dragon's spawning now. JDG, we said, look, your objective setup wasn't great around the Herald. This will get you third Dragon. That is, I really like the phrase that Finn used on LEC the other day. Third Dragon is a threat. Let's see if JDG can make that threat.
Certainly looking to ink it out right now. The missive is delivered. You're left about half HP. Herald summoned. Have we got a battle Herald, Alex?
Perhaps we do. I mean, doing that in front of a Talia is certainly a choice. Do they want to go to... No, they're just... Okay, that is a useless Herald. Come on, folks. It's going to go towards mid lane anyway. JDG not going to interrupt that for reasons. They just let it pass without even hitting the eye. Questionable plays!
Flash on it, but there's the keeper's verdict. Crisp ends up dying anyway to the Acanthian Rainbow. What am I witnessing? Joe on the front line will trade out sports for support. 2k HP into the Dragon Pit. Jarvan steals it. Cataclysm flash away. Tienlo is scout fighting angle over the wall. In comes the weirding to chug out a few more members, and they just back away. JDG gets away with it.
But Shockwave going up to scout as well. He does have flash this time, and light flashes away in turn. Don't ask me what I'm witnessing, folks. Feel like jumping forward again onto Pace. Xiaoshu looking for the shotgun, misses.
Snips, come on down, breathe with the hallowed mist, can keep on snipping, gets an extra auto, can't quite get in range despite
the elves just don't stop coming for Weibo. They got to find a way to fight back.
75% on chance to win statistically. I think that might be underselling it a little bit, honestly. 30 seconds until Dragon. JDG are very much in command of the river right now.
75%. Well, you know, it accounts for a little bit of an LPL throw here or there. We have them. That being said, the Adakant's gone. I mean,
yeah,
so that's
the Intercant's not there.
Normally where we end up losing those kind of games. Weibo trying to brute force their way into the bot side of the map, but you see JDG, they're very happy to just occasionally threaten the engagement. Shin on the flank. Flags there. Chance of, you know, the W's coming through from Hayes. Scout looking for things as well.
Greed comes. Chris goes to try and find a wall on the Shockwave after it's solid enough, but over the wall goes Pace with the killer instinct. Now Breed is in danger. No Halibut to win it. Acanthian reigns. It damn well pours, and the rainstorm will commence as Weibo Gaming get washed away. There's a Blade Runner reference in there for those who want to try hard enough, but right now the only blade being run is across Weibo's throats.
Yeah, the games today were delayed by a typhoon, but welcome to Hurricane Pays. 5-0-3. Mopping up these plays on the Kai'Sa. Dragon goes down. Infernal Soul. Actually could be right, Sam. We shall see. But the Wall Stun does land onto Scout, but they get what that is the limit of their engagement. That's all they get. Come out onto the map. Trundle's dead again, by the way. Tiana has died a death.
Another passive. Pace gets another. And they back away. The TPs come rolling on through, but to what end? We've got Baron spawning in a minute. We've got Jungler down with no flashes and Trundle. How do you get into the pit now, especially if they steal the blast code? It's done.
I gotta call this out from Castle. Pays using WASD early on the... I don't know, man. This guy's gliding. This guy is really gliding. Let us know if you played on the WASD, by the way. I'm not gonna lie. I was always better at using that than I was at keyboard mouse for movement.
That's it. Doesn't rework, Alf.
No, and also for anyone who has no context on that, it's made it even worse, Sam. At least if you say Excalibur, you vaguely know what's happened with that.
Okay, well that wasn't the point, was it? It was a niche reference which I was pushing far too far. That was the whole idea, Alex.
We'll workshop it, Sam. Scouts will put it back onto the map.
The unlimited blade works?
Yeah.
Sure.
Hey, well, he's got himself a ton of different swords in inventory. JDG pushing out on the full court press now. Weibo completely put into their own side of the map.
A really scary Aurora angle, I'm just saying. Across the bell, Light's in so much danger. Gets weirdings. Twofold Hex, Spirit Abjuration is stacking. Light survives, but is not really a part of this play anymore. Has to run away as Weibo now forced to retreat back towards their base. As Xiaoshu's just threatening the mid lane.
Xiaoshu tried to flash for that kill, couldn't quite manage to get it. Uses the summoner. That Infernal Soul does a lot of work. He's just used his hop.
I think he might actually be dead here. He's going to get a buddy hop to... I guess the grave and goes down.
Yeah, needed to save something to get over the pillar. We see
throat singing.
What are they called again?
Saduka.
No, that's the worms themselves. Anyway, whatever.
Shahilud.
See if they can find the golden path to victory. Flashes away from the engage of JDG.
Gonna try and find that. Was trying to do the noise when the Shahilud comes up and have the music from Hans Zimmer. Best I had. I think it ended up being more Wonder Woman than...
Yes. Yeah, it did, Sam. Yeah, it did. Weibo gonna get chased out of their own jungle now. JDG again trying to return back towards that giant
Weibo Gaming, no!
Oh my god. Yeah. No, I get it now, Sam. I'm just like taking like a solid 5 seconds to get onto whatever track you're on right now. Baron was started to flick back onto the Trundle. Trundle's dead.
He is indeed. The train comes off whatever rails we were on, and they were looking a bit rickety to begin with. Nice, big shove. and Chris will go down to the threaded volley afterwards. The redemption comes on through, but what are you redeeming? A dead corpse.
A little bit. JDG looking for revenge in this series. Does this matter for the standings? No. JDG and Weibo are locked into their positions. But perhaps a little bit of revenge, a little bit of confidence for JDG could be regained through another game like this. This one has been really, really solid. Baron secured. Elder will be up in... What JDG is going to do is likely hold 1 or 2 people in the bot side jungle, holding Weibo at arm's length, and everyone else is going to go towards the dragon itself in 30 seconds. And, hang on a second. Okay, that is not the case, actually. Weibo have just killed the damn Aurora, and now they're in a 4v4. Oh my god, JDG, surely not. You've just lost an important member before the Baron. 5v4, Weibo still have ults available.
Light's starting to shoot Jewel. There's a redemption coming on down, but he's nearly dead as well, actually. Second redemption to chunk him right back where he was beforehand, and you've just lost one member, and the other go down to 10%.
Light's got... I mean, it's all on Paze now. I think Paze has to do the damage. He might be able to jump onto Light here. Elder has started. Weibo must finish this before the members come back. Alistair coming out of base. Xiaoshu's still dead.
Jing Dong just Jing Dong's all over it. I think they might have done down to 7,000 HP.
Oh my god! Going down to 5k. Is might come in for a steal from Shun.
Away. Wonderful keeper's verdict. That will be Elder now. Paze are going to try and run away. They get the bounty.
Infernal Soul, and they'll have that for the rest of the game. The Elder's only here for another minute. See some decent damage coming through from Pace, but he doesn't have the AP upgrade for that continual poke.
Mine's telling him no. But a body also telling him no currently.
Yeah, Bree trying to get this tower down on the top side, good damage on, so of course has the grasp from the Gwen. It's a more common build. Takes up half their tower HP in one wave. Weibo will be able to take this tower and take some gold back. End of the day, JDG don't have the biggest tanks themselves. Breathe is going to destroy this backline if he gets a good enough angle. Flash away from Xiaohu. That's not a good summoner to be blowing.
I'm not running a podcast by J. Joe to Jadeson, and the end of the J have to be a cool concept that Marvel will steal from us at another time. River, though, is very much JDG's terrain right now. Jaw will headbutt pulverize into Breathe, who's very swift to the Hallowed Mist, gets a bit of a chunk back. Shun threatening here on the other side. Will flag and drag. Breathe, who goes golden, but is already half HP. The double knockup. It's a travesty, and they lose their 2,000 gold lead member. All the while, Pain on the backside is just colliding. It's a triple for Shun. He'll get the quadra. Pace takes his token kill, but it is still a solid old fight from this Jarvan.
Well, there was a jungle diff yesterday to Tien. Shun wants to even up the score. 2 series in 2 days between these teams. Does it matter to the standings? No, but it'll matter for pride, for confidence and momentum going into playoffs. JDG take game 1.
Nexus secured. JDG, it is night and day compared to... No Cassiopeia on the side there, so I can't make, I hate snake jokes, but that's fine. There will still...
They have a statue in the mid lane they can replace.
True. This is it. But do we have a boulder? No,
we need Nunu for the boulder.
Audio quite yet. Wait for it. There it is. We're back.
There we go. And we're straight into a fight. That'll help us. Has anyone died in the meantime? No. We've got potential flashing forwards from scouts.
Shielded around, talking through. Xiao trying to trade out well, though, with the spell flux. Tien now coming up as well, looking for an angle. Goes sliding on forward to the audacity. The terror shape. The supreme display of talent. And Scout is left cracked and shattered on the floor.
First blood for Tien on a champion he's not picked up for a good long while. The Kiana jungle looks like it's back. Navi picking it up. Tien picking it up. And a first blood towards that nasty assassin in the jungle. That is a problem for JDG.
Stone.
Very funny, isn't it?
At least I hope that's what I said.
So this is what we missed in the initial play. Quick hit onto Crisp attempt, but the Galliot doesn't really land flash forward. Not really leading to that much either. And then Tien manages to walk up, and of course, the other thing about Kiana, you get movement speed when you're on the element you're holding as well. Which meant you've got a little bit of extra ability to go forward to the move speed too, quicker to the play. Kiana has a lot of those
fast combos you can pull off, basically. Prowler's Claw being removed kind of muted a few of them, but it's still very possible to do, particularly the kind of WQW combos where you get very fast shifts through.
Taking down JDG, do they feel like they can contest? Pace does have flash on level 6. Perhaps the Zeri can, I don't know, season 10 all over them, or whatever it was, season 22, that's the one.
He's got the cross, and that means his Edge of Ixtal will be doing quite a lot of damage. There's grub number 3. He did just have to be a bit wary as Tien was on the verge of having Supreme Display of Talent back.
Very good on Kiana. I wonder whether that'll be part of the build. Be very, very assassin-like. Less of course, when you're in a lane, it's much more valuable to give you a quick wave clears. Realm up towards top side.
Jaw stops his back. Now Pace in danger. Teleports come flying. Good slide over the wall. The Supreme Display of Talent kind of goes a bit wide, but it doesn't matter. Ixtal impact is pretty damn hard.
Is it Ixtal's impact or is it the Edge of
Ixtal.
Ixtal? The other one's the Skarner one.
Yep.
Anyway, it's the second kill on the 100% kill participation Kiana.
Really, really dangerous off vision. Very tricky once vision started disappearing. Base checking CC plus Kiana was generally a bad time for those involved. Yeah, now going to take the opportunity to nab this dragon. Around from there, breathe, see, gap close, you know, all those things where like you can then start playing it, but that's not quite the same as a 1v1 as Tien's now found a solid angle, and that's a third kill.
Tien's starting to pop off, and again, this guy's got a history on the champion, and he's making it look pretty slick here. It's at 8. Good kill participation, 100% of the 3 kills that have come through. In fact, he could just not have a team. He'd still have the same scoreline as his team, 3-0. 1.5k up and his fault last year. I think Spring Finals was, but I don't think MSI was.
Nope.
I don't think Summer was his fault either. You know, I looked through the games which they were playing, and you know, obviously they're casting a lot of them on back on the LPL official broadcast. Dragon goes down.
He is fine to get on out there. We'll drop the Herald, and they've burned a fair amount to not kill the Kiana.
Alright, so Tien doesn't even need to use that flash. That's a big win there for Weibo. JDG lose their big combo. Hang on, going on to him again.
In comes the hero's entrance. Tien, I think, is likely dead. Buys a bit of time, but will fall for it. Herald goes into mid lane. The skill that turret goes on forwards, and finally will start to back away, but not before Shun flashed on and gets Rune Prison. And all the while, look at Xiaohu and Light still delivering so much damage. Light doing so many ricochet autos. The scout has to slide away. Slow from a Rune Prison, not empowered by the spell flux, but Xiao still feels undaunted, unbothered. Xiaoshu tries to go in, and a flash away from Light is all the bait that is required for Weibo Gaming to turn around the play.
Conqueror kind of AD assassin junglers. It is such a broken item right now. Also helps your clear speed, by the way.
Very much.
Help with that. Atakan, gonna get started by Weibo. JDG going into a sign on the choke point, not particularly happy. Tien also has 3 ult angles too.
The Rune Prison came on down, turns out from about half HP. The hero's entrance, they want 3 members. They still green display of talent. It's solid enough, but they've already lost so many people. Caught in there as Gallia find an angle, but can Light do any work here? He's got no flash, but he's still got damage. Tien looking for more in the backside as well. He's not touched. Light still free firing. Tien will manage to terrorshade forwards. Finally brought low, but he takes another with him. It's a triple kill to the AD carry.
5 for 4. This is the score of the fight. Not from the last fight, the one before. That dragon started now. Weibo's saying, actually, it's much easier to just take the dragon ahead.
Yeah, it is.
Take that one. Get themselves up to a second. Second is a warning. Third is the threat. That's can't. Oh, she started. Light's going to go towards that. Scouts can recall, teleport into the bot side of the map. JG find themselves another engage angle. They don't have themselves the support flash. Oh, no, they do. Draw just gets himself his flash back now.
The Atakan's gone. It's just been eviscerated. They've got so much damage between Xiao and Light. It's just taken in the blink of an eye. And now the win rate percentage has surely skyrocketed again. But maybe a little fight back. The team will throw down a big grass patch and say, get off my lawn, or I will make you. Supreme display of talent, not you, but there is the public execution. Hero's entrance. Rise in danger, stands and delivers for a while. Light needs to run away as Shun threatens the backline, but will likely die for it. Supreme display of talent. Tien turns it all around, decimating smash pace, tries to run away, but the Edge of Ixtal will still decapitate Zeri. Light again gets to dance around and survive, breathe, will body block for his AD carry, pizza delivery, as the Gallia will try and find a shield, and Duranda does bring down Light, but will trade his life for it.
Tien is popping the hell off on the champion he won a world title with all those years ago.
Then the lightning crash, it will still have that ultimate up and running, should he require it.
Light using his own ult. Hang on a second, ult over the wall.
Quick execution to the taunt. Hero's entrance, supreme display of talent allows Xiaohu to bring down the Ambessa. Knock up onto Scout, who gets absolutely blasted as well. Sledgehammer to the statue's head in the form of Kiana's Q.
Well, Xiaoshu's tried to be primary engage, and he's found himself engaging into a 6-foot hole in the dirt. Goes down so easily on the Ambessa. Draw not having flash really hurts them. JDG, they have to pull the Magnet Storm defensively as Draw is going to try and hop over the wall.
Do just that, pays, standing and delivering best he can. It just doesn't do damage with this build. It gives you so much more cooldown. You can burn your ult more freely, but you aren't a damage carry until 3 items with this build.
Dominated on the engage. And JDG, if they get brought to 3 against Weibo, but losing to Weibo twice in 2 days would be pretty galling for them. Realm Warp coming through.
Realm Warp in, and unfortunately, that is a very dead Wukong.
Monkey see, monkey don't. Shun goes down.
Oh, yeah.
1 and 4. Tien walking on to Pace. You don't win this, buddy.
Yeah, and just not even bothering to do anything until the wall ride comes on through. You can Spark Surge all you want, but Tien will perish shape and auto you.
He's got more items than his laners. He's on 4 items. He's got more items than anyone else in the game. Folks, this is a world champion Qiyana. Tien, a hell of a player of it, fighting the bot side. Our teammates coming down to help with the kill.
Don't know about that one. He'll try and ensure that the scout goes down. The redemption comes on through, but there's another one coming on top of him. And he loses all the HP he just gained. Public execution involved by the statue. Nice angle to use the arm guard there. Tien is 3 levels up on his opposite number. The richest person in the game, bar none. And the highest level in the game as well. Welcome back 2019 and 2020 carry junglers. Tien knows how those ones work.
This is such a blueprint of how to play the Qiyana. The early impact, actually very strong. The team fight's superb. Expecting nothing less from a woman of such high standards as Qiyana. Tien meeting them handedly. 2 inhibitors down in the blink of an eye.
Finally dropped away from 100% KP a little while ago when he got caught off the one time he died. But still, 18 out of 20 kill involvement ain't bad. The display of talent is once again supreme. Pays just avoids getting taken out by the concussive blows. He's trying to find that going wall, but he's just too short range. And Zeri will get flash EQ'd. And they'll lose the entire team. JDG just ran out of damage, ran out of options. And the Emperor says, you're all my subjects now. Kneel and bow before me. Weibo, take us to 3.
A jungle game of royal standards. Tien with his best game of the split and one of the best jungle games.
Trying to do his best to duel against the Shy as we lose Alk momentarily.
Here, I'm help me! Valuable against someone like Scout.
He's skipping his topside camps, going for an irregular timer as Breathe is trying to crash this wave. Shun is waiting for Breathe to get set up here, and immediately Breathe recognizes that there is something amiss. Well, both flashes have been burned by the top laners, but the Q3 connects, and now Shun can just lay his fangs and his darkened daggers into Breathe's back. That's how you want to start off for JDG's carry. A revisit with his own flash.
No.
Scout could be compromised here, though. Xiaohu trying to set it up. Scout already 50% HP upon teleporting back. The Ishtal's impact brings the child over to their side of the map. Scout trying to flash away. Tien still has a flash of his own. The shield. No way! Shun trying to block him against the wall! And Tien doesn't find the boulder onto Annie! Shun saves his mid laner from death.
But I think Tien right now, just ignore the dragon. Let's get topside scuttle if we can. We're halfway to level 6. We're almost at that timer.
No way. Scout sets up the stun on a Xiaohu, knowing that he does not have flash from a forge. Well, able to follow up, and now Shun
does not have anywhere near close to 6.
Does Breathe hit level 6 off of these minions here? I don't think he's going to have enough time. Here comes Chris, though. Can he find the Cosmic Binding? Oh, but it's dodged by Chwo! And the dive is successful from Weibo Gaming. They're able to drop the turret aggro, and Chris just wastes his flash for nothing.
He has a lot of camps on the bottom side if he should, but maybe just wants to use his power now.
Oh, Scout just looking for the straggler and Breathe. He has a flash, but I don't think he can get anywhere near for an escape route. He tries to flash away. The dark perception. Oh, the all-out from Xiaoshu brings him to the turret, and it's not enough to save him.
Oh, wait. Still one grub going over to Tien, and he doesn't have a smite here. All out's gonna fall. Okay, that's gonna be Weibo getting themselves 2 grubs. And how much more can they get on the bottom side here? Because Xiaohu is actually recalling. So who's gonna answer this wave? It's gonna be Breathe.
He'll teleport back to the bottom side of the map.
Up and can make a play for this objective. And Weibo, they have no ability to actually
look at Scout, look at Scout, look at Scout. He's trying to look for light. Hound's Pursuit. Tempered Fate is not going to save him. Impale locks him down 2. Breathe tries to follow up. Xiaohu is here for the play. Steals the quickness here. Tries to charm them all up. JDG, they're caught, but Xiaohu just does not do enough damage. But Light is able to thread a mystic shot onto the dog.
They got it.
Tien should be able to finish the job on the dragon, but Scout flashes forward. Takes out the Scorpion King. And Chris now trying to do what he can. Finds a Cosmic Binding. Breathe has to step up and find the Shovel Box now onto Pace. Joe finds a great entrance, stalls Breathe, but just not enough damage. The York still able to live through it all, and Scout trying to find Light, sidesteps the Mystic Shot, just not enough, but it is enough at the end with the burn. A chaotic game 3 erupts at the Dragon Pit, Dimitri, and in the end, Weibo walk away with the Dragon on their side.
That's a huge win. 4 kills as well.
Prep themselves for the late game, and they're investing on the fact that JDG will not have the ability to close it out as cleanly. I don't blame them. Game 1, despite being a huge advantage, was kind of a mess when it came to that Elder Dragon fight.
Yep. Maybe not cat ears. It is going to be JDG, though,
Scout
picking up
does
the
not
second
deserve
dragon
cat
of the
ears
game.
for this. Let me just say, Scout does not deserve cat ears for this split.
Not yet.
No.
He hasn't earned
not
it.
Yet.
He hasn't earned it.
He has not earned it yet.
I feel like they are, yes, they scale. I think they are slipping a little too much, giving too much to their opponents, and I feel like part of that is the fact that Xiaohu and Tian are very muted in this game, and obviously Breathe did not find the matchup that he wanted.
As you called, Dimitri, JDG just slowly bleeding out gold from Weibo Gaming, one turret after another. At some point, Weibo are gonna have to contest them, because if they just continue letting this gold lead slide, not been synchronized, not been the same as we saw it in Split 2 when they were
They're gonna
really
dive Scout.
in form.
They're gonna dive Scout on this wave. They need to be able to get this done before the turret falls. Scout, you're too far up.
Scout able to flash away from the Cosmic Binding. Dwo for the re-engage for the flash. Grand entrance forces Crisp away. Dwo trying to deal with Breathe. Here comes the rest of JDG trying to assassinate and help bail out Scout, but he's already gone. Weibo trying to continue the chase here. Xiaohu has the quickness stolen from Dwo. They're trying to kite this one out. Shun pressuring on the top side of this fight. Weibo still have the numbers advantage. They just need to stay alive.
Spells available from JDG. Herald's gonna spawn on bot side. Can Weibo get into the pit?
Tempered Fate available from Chris if he wants to stall out this fight. A lot of damage is already on Paze's health bar. 4,000 HP. It's going to be close on the smite. Can Shun clutch it? Will Tian be a hero? Cosmic Binding into the Tempered Fate. It stalls the Otacon for now. Xiaoshu trying to distract Tian. 1800 is going to be close. Shun clutches the smite of the Otacon. Here comes Scout with the Rift Herald. He's going fast and furious. Tokyo Drift on them as he knocks them up with the Rift Herald. And here comes the resets. The Hound's Pursuit from Shun finds light in the back line. Breathe completely isolated from the rest of his Weibo Gaming squad, and Shun will BM him with the penguin emote. Breathe is gonna go down, and JDG win big in the Otacon pit. Prevent what pretty much was the biggest CC wombo necessary for JDG to secure that objective. And now with the gold advantage on their side, massive pockets. JDG uncontested on the third dragon of the game.
Oh boy. So Baron spawns in 2. Breeze's gonna try and look for something top side, but everybody from JDG is already making their way over. The teleport here from Xiaoshu, and Xiaohu's looking.
Oh, that's a lot of damage though. Xiaohu just deletes Scout, but the punish from Dwo and Xiaoshu is going to be massive, but Xiaoshu able to sustain. The Rod of Ages now fully stacked up makes him a very, very tanky Silas. And the rest of JDG cannot get to the top turret in time. Big objective bounty secured for Weibo Gaming. Let me self-correct.
It'll be JDG getting first push on mid. They're going to play explosive though. They do have a ton of damage. Navori Flicker Blades available. Scout's looking for Tian.
Tempered Fate will stall the pick on the Tian, but he's still in a world of trouble. Flash available, but the quickness into the slam from Xiaoshu, not enough. Tian is able to escape over the wall. Light now in trouble. Flash stun from Scout. Forces Light to cleanse and Arcane Shift away, but Paze is able to kill off Crisp anyway. JDG still have a 5-4 advantage, but Tian, no flash available, has to rely on being able to get into the Baron pit with the stall impact in order to find the steal.
Oh, Tian's dead.
Hound's Pursuit onto the Skarner. At the Impale. Can it stall the fight out? But Xiaohu and Light just don't do enough damage, and Light is forced to run away and abandon his mid laner for certain death. Breathe is pushing
Wait, they
on
can't
the
get it,
bottom of
though.
the map. JDG, can they still do both? Can they answer Breathe, and can they contest the Baron? They should be able to.
Okay, it'll be Inhibitor falling. Light is going to go mid. This is going to take JDG a little bit of time to take this Baron. And while all this is happening, Breathe is splitting on the bottom side. So it's a 3,000 gold lead. It's going to creep to 4, maybe 5 now because of the 1,500 gold you're going to get from Baron.
Yeah.
It's only their second dragon, but because of them being able to find multiple picks and how extended that fight becomes, JDG can't actually properly punish now the Zayakin. Blade Caller into this entire Weibo team is disgusting.
Flash
Whoa.
quickness run onto Xiaohu. Tempered Fate will stall it out. Can Xiaohu escape? The Cosmic Binding tries to stop Dwo, but Shun finishes off the mid laner. And Weibo now down to 4 members. Breathe is forced to recall so that they can defend. JDG tactfully pushing through the lane that they lost an inhibitor in so that Weibo do not have pushing super minions in their favor. The first Nexus Tower falls. JDG on the victory march looking to close out the series right here, right now. Big Blade Caller catches Breathe. Decent damage onto the York. They're looking for Chris. He gets caught. JDG now 5-on-3. Annie with the Timber stun onto tries to run away. The Blade Caller forces him back. Lightstill trying to stand tall, but there's no Nexus turrets to stand behind anymore, and it's an open Nexus. JDG strike back with vengeance and will close out the Rumble stage with a big series win over Weibo.